Fear of rejection is totally bogus, and so are the people who warn you that it's the reason for failure. I'm finally calling BS on the biggest myth in selling. Salespeople quit or fail because they fear rejection. Give me a break. Fear of rejection is one of the most bogus things I've ever heard in my life. Managers and sales trainers alike try to smooth it over by telling you crap like they're not rejecting you, they're just rejecting the offer that you made them. No, dude, you sucked. People are rejecting both people and offers. Your customers are rejecting both people and offers. They're rejecting you and it. The myth is that salespeople don't like to cold call because they fear rejection. Sparky. Salespeople don't like to cold call because it sucks and it's a waste of time. The truth is, salespeople are not in fear, except maybe of their abusive bosses or proposed changes in their comp plan. They're vibrant people who make the economy run. Nothing happens until someone sells something. Red Motley, 1946. Fear of rejection is an easy way for sales managers and their leaders to explain why their turnover is high. Bob quit because he feared rejection. Really? I doubt it. Bob quit because your leadership is weak and your soft skills training are weaker. Fear of rejection and its evil twin, fear of failure, are best described as excuses. What are you looking for as a would-be successful salesperson? And what are the reasons and answers why that sale does not take place? So, what, other than fear, are the 10.5 reasons that rejection does take place? And how can you decrease your rejection rate? Wouldn't you rather have those answers? Yeah, listen to this. Number one, lack of attitude. Not just lack of positive or yes attitude, but also the lack of a winning attitude. You need to carry a copy of The Little Engine That Could on your iPad or your Kindle and read it every morning. You need your copy of Yes Attitude in the same place. Number two is lack of preparation in terms of the customer. You may know what you offer, but you may not know what the customer wants, or more importantly, why he or she wants it. Number three, and I believe most important, is lack of belief. Belief is the most important and most complex, yet, I gotta fix these teeth, yet least understood emotion in the science of selling. Belief is broken down into 5 parts. Part number 1, you have to believe that you work for the greatest company in the world. Part number 2, you have to believe that your products and services are the greatest in the world. Part number 3, you have to believe that you can differentiate yourself from the competitor in a manner that the customer perceives as valuable. Number 4, you have to believe that you're the greatest salesperson capable of transferring a message and understanding customer needs. And number 5, part 5, you have to believe that the customer is better off having purchased from you. Not believing it in your head, no. Believing it in your heart. Belief is both painfully obvious and completely ignored when teaching salespeople how to be successful. Number 4, your lack of sales skills. Since most companies provide poor sales training, it's the responsibility of the salesperson to gain their own knowledge by investing in books, seminars, online courses, and all other means to gain sales wisdom, not just sales knowledge. Here's the caution. Please do not learn a system of selling. Sell in a way that makes you feel comfortable. 5, lack of personal self-confidence. Self-confidence and preparation go hand in hand, and it's amazing to me that salespeople think they're actually nervous, when actually they're just unprepared. Number 6 is a lack of resilience. This is a key element in the rejection failure syndrome. Resilience is your inner strength to react to what happens to you, your outer strength and your mental strength to respond to what happens to you, and sometimes all your strength to recover from what happens to you. Building resilience wipes away fear. Number 7, lack of personal pride in your work. Lack of attention to detail, consistent lateness, missed appointments, cynical comments. Do I have to say anything else? Number 8 is lack of personal pride in yourself. Most people take more pride in their favorite sports teams than they do in their career. This will be a direct reflection of the pride that you have in yourself and your performance. Think back to the time that you made your biggest sale and recall that memory and feeling every time you're in a sales presentation. Number 9, limiting self-thought. I'm not good enough for this. Most self-thought comes from the negative side, worried about what might happen versus dedicating yourself to changing the outcome. If you walk into the sale believing it probably won't happen or you probably won't get it, then you're probably correct. If you want to change your outcomes, first thing you have to do is change your thinking. Number 10, low self-esteem. Somebody told you that you're not that good or not that smart, and you, like a fool, believed them. And number 10.5, limited self-image. You don't consider yourself equal to the buyer or good enough to sell to the buyer. For example, stockbrokers talking to people of enormous wealth, car salespeople trying to sell a car that they can't afford or buy themselves. Fear of rejection? Totally false. Fear of failure? Equally false.